we are going to discuss about the software testing role and the responsibility. And if a software doesn't have any software testing team, then the software is a scrap. So there are many incidents that are happened in the past because of a software bug. So first, what is a software testing? If you are developing a software, if your team is developing some software, there could be some bugs. So that could be some minor bugs, so that's not a problem. But there are some bugs that are critical and show stopping bugs. Because of these bugs, you could face you could means your company could face monetary loss as well as financial life loss. So because of some software bugs, the consequences would be monetary loss as well as financial loss. We could take some examples that had happened in the past for explaining about the monetary and financial life loss. In May 1996, because of some software bug in major US bank software, nearly 823 customer accounts were crashed. Because of that bank faced nearly 922 million US dollars loss. So this is one of the fact where a software bug would cause the financial losses. And the another incident is in April 1999. April 1999, there was some software bug in military satellite. Because of that US government faced nearly 1.2 billion US dollar loss. 1.2 billion US dollars. So you could imagine the power of software and the consequences of software bug. And another incident in 1985, TARAC radiation therapy. Because of software bug in that therapy, nearly 3 people were dead. 3 people were dead. And 3 people were severely injured. So you could just imagine the consequences of some software bugs. So it depends on the software, and then it depends on this type of software bug. It can be, if you release any software, there could be n number of bugs. That's not an issue. But there are some software bugs that are very critical, very critical. In software terminologies, we call it as a showstopper bugs. So that would be raised by QA team. QA means quality assurance team. So the main motto of this quality assurance team is to deliver some software without any bugs, without any showstopper or critical bugs. So there are two ways by achieving that, by achieving the final quality software. The first is manual testing, and then automation. So for manual testing, you don't need to have a good programming knowledge. You need to have a good application logic. So you need to have a good application knowledge by which you can test the software using various test cases. So first you need to learn about that software, and you need to find the use cases that would break that software. So that's the manual testing. Here you don't need to have a good programming knowledge, but you need to have a good application logic. And then automation. This automation requires good programming language, because you are developing some software that would test some other software. So this software is very powerful. So you need to have both application logic as well as programming language for doing automation testing. So once you do the automation for the software, that would be used for n number of times for that software or for similar kinds of software. So that's the power of automation. And then manual testing also you need to do manual testing and automation for all the software. So some softwares you can't do automation, you need to do only manual testing. For some softwares you can do both automation as well as manual. So that's the key area where QA is working, and the output of QA is anonymous. So if the QA treats that software as some critical and showstopper bugs, then software won't be rolled out to the customers. The developing teams have to fix those bugs before releasing to the customers. So these are the critical roles that QA people are playing. So please respect the QA team also. So there is some wrong perception of QA team for the outside people. So outside people treat that QA team is doing just a testing. They are not developing, but actually they are doing more than they developing. So that's the power of QA. So please give respect to QA team also. Thanks for watching this video.